Controlling boat speed is an important skill that we often don't take much time to practice. We need to understand how to control our boat speed for manoeuvres like coming into a pontoon, jetty, mooring or beach, recovering a man overboard, and for holding position on a racing start line. We can also set the boat up to manage itself with minimal movement whilst we have our lunch or deal with an incident. We'll look at lying to, heaving to, stopping the boat quickly, and the wind angles that work or not. To control boat speed effectively, we need to be able to slow down and speed up as desired, which is only possible when sailing at certain angles to the wind. These sailing angles are therefore crucial to understand, so we can approach our manoeuvres from the right direction. The no-go zone is roughly 45 degrees either side of the wind. We can slow the boat down by pointing it into the no-go zone, but we are not able to speed up again and will eventually lose steerage, so it's not very controlled. If we're pointing downwind, we are unable to get rid of power in the sail. I call this the no-slow zone because we can't stop. The no-slow zone is different for boats with and without shrouds, but it includes any angle where we've released the main sheet fully and we still have some power. On a boat without shrouds, like the Fusion, Topper or Laser, we can release the boom to about 90 degrees, so we can stop on a beam reach. If we point any further downwind than a beam reach, we'll have power in the sail. If we have shrouds, the boom can't go quite as far out, so we have to point a bit closer to the wind to depower the mainsail. The no-slow zone is a little bigger. We're left with a fairly small range of angles on each tack, where we are able to control our boat speed to come almost to a complete stop, whilst also being easily able to set off again. Let's call this the speed control zone. Lying to is the process of bringing a boat to a stop with the sails flapping. Simply turn the boat into the speed control zone and ease the sheets fully. The sails will flap and the boat will slow down. Steer to keep the wind somewhere between 45 and 80 degrees from the bow, so that we don't go head to wind or power the sails up. Once we have lost the forward boat speed, push the tiller to leeward to allow a little sideways drift without making the boat bear away, or it will power up again. When you're ready to sail off, sheet in the sails evenly whilst keeping the boat flat to help the boat to accelerate away in a straight line. If we want to stop the boat for a long time, or to be able to come off the controls for a while, we can heave to. The key points here are to back the jib, secure the tiller to the leeward side, and keep the centreboard down. Backing the jib by pulling it on the wrong side will pull the bow away from the wind without accelerating the boat. As the boat turns away from the wind, the mainsail will start to power up, and with the rudder to leeward, the boat will turn back towards the wind. The boat will find a happy balance where the forces even out, and it will sit comfortably sideways onto the wind, usually between a beam reach and a close reach. An easy way to set up the heave-to position is to tack without releasing the jib. Release the main sheet and keep steering on a close reach until the boat has come to a stop. At this point, we can put the tiller to leeward. Pushing the tiller before we've stopped could make the boat tack. Here, I took the tiller extension under the tow strap to to hold the tiller to leeward in a simple way that can be released quickly. We'll still be drifting a bit, so make sure to keep a lookout around you. If the tiller is not secured to the leeward side, the boat will bear away and start to sail off. We can slow the boat down more quickly by pushing the boom out. The sail needs to be flapping first, so this only works if the bow is pointing towards the wind enough that there's room to push the boom forwards. Backing the sail generates power in the other direction and can work as a brake. If we hold the sail out after we've stopped, we'll start to sail backwards. When we push the sail out, the boat will want to heel to the windward side, so you can really lean into the boom to help counteract the boat leaning on top of you. You might like some of my other sailing skills videos on this playlist. Keep up to date by subscribing and turning your notifications on.